Welcome back. This is a new month of the stage races. Yes, this is stage one, and this one is called Bag the Badge. These series is going to be series of routes that we haven't ran yet, or you can't access the routes. I think that's what they were saying about these routes. Man, I want to also say this is a great ride, but man, it's not made for us heavier guys. Now, let me get into everything else. I want to thank all my subs. I got 224 right now. We're trying to get 300 by the end of the month. Come on, y'all, help me get there. We're working hard on this. Also, I'm trying to get 100 likes for this video. I've never got 100 likes on a video, so this is one of my new goals, is to get 100 likes on my videos. So if y'all could help me, man, every time you look at the video, man, give me a like, man. A lot of us out here doing this, and the likes help move it up in the algorithm, help other people get encouraged. Hopefully, I'm inspiring somebody. If I'm only inspiring one person to work on their weight, to work on their health, I just want to inspire that one person. But if you feel any kind of inspiration from anything I'm doing, just drop me a like, man. And with that, I want to also talk about, hey, look, I'm a bigger guy, and I came in this game with a plan. I'm gonna put his name up here because I did this without looking at it, and I meant to look at it, and this is my second time starting video, so I want to do it again. I'm gonna put his name right here, but he gave me the route, and so I followed that, which is very good. But man, at my weight and at the end of riding with them heels, it was a lot, man. Now my goal was not to come in last, but I kind of knew I knew it was gonna be tough to be in the top, at least top 50, top 75. I knew that. But normally these races on this afternoon have 100, 145 people in them. So I knew it was gonna be hard to do that, because plus a lot of the great riders show up for the afternoon rides. I don't think this week was on Swift Community Live, but hey, it's still a race on the afternoon, and these things are hard. So with that being said, I want to let y'all know that I will try, I'm not sure, to make next week's. I'm not positively sure about it, and I'm gonna try to do one more of these races tomorrow morning if I head out, if I can, so I can post it Thursday. If not, I may do a short cringe race. I'm not sure. Hey, put in the comments if y'all like to see me do a cringe race. I'll look at it in the morning if I get going. If you have a suggestion, I'm trying to do it early in the morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I know it's not much time. Tuesday morning, but I'm trying to do it before I leave out, so I can get one more race in. I won't be able to ride again until probably Friday. So with that being said, let's get into this race, and we're off. And as you see, we take off. I'm riding the group. All I want to do is stay in the pack at the front of this race. Now, I kind of had an idea, since I had watched the video of the race, of what was going on. So that was a nice thing to have, the idea of, hey, I know where the race is going, I know what the route is. And it was kind of like a lap route without laps. So we just kept going around, but it didn't say laps. It would have been nice to know that this was just 5 or 6 of the same route, which once I saw what it was, it really helped me out. As you can see, every time we go downhill, I had a great time. I was trying to relax going down the hills, but the uphills, then they wasn't steep uphills. That's the one thing you have to remember. For a heavier guy, don't take super steep uphills. Look at this, 3%. And every time I go up a hill, I get walked right back down. No matter how hard I go down the hill, every time we go back up the hill, I get caught. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. And because it's with C's, now if there was a D race, I'd probably been out so much further in front that I wouldn't have had to worry about anybody catching me. But with this being C's, I have to worry about that, especially in this afternoon race. Every afternoon, Friday afternoons especially, I think, the noontime race, there's sometimes 140, 145 people in these races, and those are the better of the C racers most of the time. Them guys wait. Hey guys, I'm just saying, y'all sit there and wait on us, and y'all gobble us up like sharks, man. And it's like feeding tuna to a shark. Y'all just show up ready to get us. So I'm watching them. I'm staying focused on the ride. That's what I'm really doing. I'm staying focused on this ride. I'm trying to stay in the pack. Anytime we go down here, now look at me. I see the downhill coming. So what I know, every time I see I see this overhead come up, I know that the hill coming down, but I know that when we make that turn, I got to climb. So the whole goal is to stay with the pack, but as you can see, it was getting hard. Right now, I'm fine, 15% into the race. If this was a 10-mile race, I think this thing had probably 12, I want to say it had 6 or 7 laps. If this thing really had only like 5 laps, maybe 10 miles, I would have finished a lot higher than I did. That's honestly the truth, because with C's and the climbing, I only have so much endurance to stay at a certain pot. Plus, I'm feeling better with my legs, but my legs were still kind of, I don't know why my legs, maybe I'm not resting them well enough. Hey, give me a suggestion. Sometimes I guess before these races I need to take 2 days off, but it's kind of hard, especially with climb. Now, if this wasn't a climb where I had to keep constantly putting the power in, and I gotta be honest, them tiny races really took a lot out of me. Um, so as you see, I can catch back up the pack. If you know, we're at 20, we almost at 25% of the race done, and I'm doing fine. Heart rate is cool, but it's the climbing that gets me. People talk about my power and everything, but you gotta understand, my power is relevant to my weight. That's all it is. My power is relevant to my weight. There's no special gimmick to it. It's like if you to take my body and put it on somebody who's 72 kilos. They have no choice but to have a lot more power because they're gonna step with it. They're just heavier. And if I was 100 pounds lighter than what 200 pounds lighter than what I am, you got to understand that I wouldn't have as much power putting down. Now, I used to do a lot of weightlifting, but I don't do it anymore. I'm not that type of guy anymore. And so I'm more of an endurance guy. So I've always been that, doing long runs, trying to do 5 and 6 and 5 and 10 Ks. So I've always done that. So I'm kind of endurance wise, I'm okay. So that makes it, what makes it strange for a lot of people is that it's not the widest that I did, I'm keeping up for so long, but hey, it's just natural what I am. So anyway, let's get back to this race. As you see, I'm right. Every time we go downhill, I can just excel past everybody. It's not a hard thing, but the thing is, look at me time we hit the height, time we get on uphill. Look how fast my numbers go back down. They go down quick because the game does calculate my weight into this very well. They calculate that, hey, we got this big dude going downhill, he's gonna fly. But when he goes uphill, he's gonna go slow. You can see it here. Every time we turn down a hill, I'm rolling. And you can look at me, I'm feeling good, but man, I'm gonna tell you, look at my weight balance, my weight balance. You can see when I did, if you look at the tiny races, that third race, that number stayed almost full. But I told y'all, when I started accelerating past 450, 500, that thing starts to fall. Look at it, it's falling down. It's down in the fours. It'll go negative if I keep pushing. So yes, it will, because it really does take in my weight. This game takes my weight. So when I go up hills, it goes, okay, yeah, he has all this power, but look at my WKG over there at 20 minutes. I'm putting 400 watts out. That thing's averaging at 2.5. It's because of my weight. If I was doing, I don't know, maxing out at 200 watts, that means I'd just be barely putting out 0.7, 1 kilowatt. And so that's kind of, it's just varied on my weight. That's the truth. That's what I'm putting in, and that's where I'm at. So I don't know I got on that. But anyway, I'm just trying to let you understand. That's why Hilly routes are hard for medium to heavy guys. For medium to heavy guys, Hilly routes are hard. You can see, every time in the beginning of the race, this first half of the race, every time I fell back to 30th or 40th, I get right back up in the top 5 or top 6 riders with ease. It didn't bother me, but as the race goes along, my weight and I start to get tired really starts to come into play in this ride. And I kept trying to stay in that front pack, but man, I was like my legs just didn't have the push as I normally would have. And they've been sore lately, a little longer than normal, but I noticed I'm at, for the year, I'm sitting at right around 1,200 miles, 1,300 miles for the year on Swift. So I know I'm starting to get up there now. My hopes is to finish at about, I don't know, I want 4,000 miles on Swift. I doubt I get it, but I'm shooting for it. I'm really gonna get active in it, but it's gonna get harder now because, like I said, I'm doing so much other stuff. It makes it a lot harder to get that. But as you can see, as I'm riding, I'm in the pack. I'm 33. You see how fast I can go from number 1 to 33. It happens in a blink of an eye because we're climbing. I'm at 32, 34. Look, it doesn't take much when we're climbing. And then it doesn't take a super hard climb. Now, once we go downhill, look at me. I'm at 35. And we get right here, we got a nice little climb here. And what I do, I started missing the right time to hit the power in. And look at that. I went from 33 to 44. And now I'm at 45. And now we're coming back around again. Now I know we got 2 more laps left. And I'm trying to burn into the pack. But as you can see, I am getting burnt down with them, and I'm trying to catch up to them, but it's a lot harder, especially when you don't have nobody in front of you who can roll with you. And I'm doing good. I gotta admit, I'm at 50 kilometers coming down the hill, And you look at my heart rate, it's up to 160. And like I said, I peak out around 170, 175. Now, it used to be 160. I did with 155 when I first started riding Swift. And man, I gotta admit, man, I was like, man, I gotta get off the bike and go home and get on the oxygen tank and just relax. But man, I can really push myself now. And I've been really working with that in my hydro and working longer rides and stuff like that. So that really helps me out. So as you see, we come down the hill and I'm behind everybody and I'm trying to catch up, but it's getting harder and harder to actually catch up the group. As we come right there, they got a good flow. And when that pack is going, especially with these hills, it makes it really hard to catch back up to them. I'm sitting at 40 and I can catch up to some of them, but that front pack, man, without just trying to burn in, and it makes it really hard to try to catch them, especially knowing that last end of this race is going to be a nice long climb. And it's not even a big climb. It's like 6%, but it's a long grudge of a climb. And that's what messes me up, is that these long climbs are what gets me. So I'm hoping next week's race, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping it's not a lot of climbs in there. This month's going to be rough for me. It really will. I'm going to film it. And if I do another one of these tomorrow morning, I may do one and I'll put it out, and it'll be with a lot less people, so it'll probably be an easier ride to handle. You know what, tomorrow morning I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna do like a 410 ride in the morning and just try to get it over with and film it. And that way y'all can see what happens when I don't have as many people in it. Maybe I might do a lot better than that. I know, I'm pretty sure I will, but it's still some beast out there, even at 4 in the morning. Hey, I give a shout out to all my European guys, man. Because I know at 4 in the morning, it's usually about 9 o'clock in the morning for y'all. So I know y'all be out there beasting on the thing at that time. The one I see. So as we're riding, I'm getting close to the end of this race. We're at 77% into this race, man. And I'm trying to walk back down some of this. Look at my speed, 65. It doesn't take much to gain speed, but look at my weight balance. It shoots back up real quick because I'm not doing anything. But as I start to put power in on these hills and these little climbs, they so far ahead, it's hard. Once that pack was going, it was almost impossible to catch them guys, man. Just being honest with it, because every time we hit a hill, I lost so much power and so much momentum that it made it almost impossible to walk them guys down. And I was just by myself right here for a minute, and I'm thinking, okay, cool. There's a long strip coming up soon at the end of this race. And that I knew, because I didn't run the race, but I saw what the race was. I knew that once we made that turn to that last little point, once we went under the canopy again, I knew it was going to be a hard little grudge of a ride. I knew that at 6 and 7% that this race was going to be, it's just grueling, man. For me, it's really grueling. It's and like I say, for a medium rider, this thing is a medium to heavy rider, and I'm super heavy. I'm not heavy. Heavy riders I put at about 250, maybe slightly 275. I'm 370 some pounds, 380 some pounds. I'm a super heavy rider. It's not, I may be the heaviest rider. I don't know, somebody let me know. I may be the heaviest rider on Swift. So it's not a badge I want to run around carrying, trust me, but it's where I'm at. You have to understand, I understand where I'm at. It's not a badge I'm running around going, man, I'm a heavy. No, I want to get down to one of y'all light guys. I want to be, truthfully, I want to be 115. I want to be 225 pounds. So it's about 115 kilos, somewhere in there. I know 225 is like 280 kilos. So I'm like, I want to be about 115 kilos, somewhere down there, about 225. Now, people ask me, have I lost power? I've lost a lot of power. Just being honest, I'm feeling it. Right now, I got the endurance to get up to numbers, but hitting them 1,000-watt numbers that I used to hit with ease, it's hard, man. I'm trying to be as honest and brutal, as honest as I can possible. It's hard. It's not easy getting that. So now here we go on this side round. You see this at 6, 7%. It's not a hard percentage. It's just I got to sustain that. And right now, you see I'm pushing, but man, my legs are tired. I've been trying to do power up the hills and power down the hill, but this is a long, sustained climb. And it's not even super high climb. It's just a long, sustained climb. And right now, I've been running pretty hard for a minute. I'm just tired. And I think one thing is that I got to ride a lot longer routes because I haven't been riding super long routes in a minute. And I need to get back to that. I really do. I really need to get back to riding longer routes. And I will. I'm going to get back to it. And it's not going to take me long to do that. But as you can see, man, I am pushing and pushing, and I'm feeling this thing. I really do feel what's going on with me right now. I'm being honest, man. I'm thinking about this thing. I'm looking at it, and I'm going, man. I'm trying to stay in the top 50. I really am. I see people passing me, and I'm looking down, and I see people doing much faster speed, but they're a lot lighter than me. It's a lot easier to pass me on this thing at the end of a race, especially something like this, because everybody's a lot lighter. If I was in a pack, it probably would have been different, because I would have had a pack riding with me, would have cut into how many watts I got to burn to stay with them. But without a pack and me doing it on my own, and my heart rate, it's not crazy right now, but I am tired. So that's why I said I want to do this tomorrow, just put another one of these up and see how I do with a smaller group. But I've gotta be judged on how I feel when I get up in the morning. We're at 99% of this race, and I'm just being honest. I'm so happy this thing is about over with, man. I want to thank all of y'all for riding with me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Hey, thank y'all to my 224 subscribers. Help me get to 300 this by the end of this month. You see the guys passing, they passed me at the very end. Hey, I want to thank y'all for watching this video. Thank y'all for giving me encouragement to keep going. With that, ride on.